Alright, so I'm going to be playing Ys Memories of Celceta. This is a remake of Ys 4. Fun fact, if I have my recollection right, this is the first canon version of Ys 4 done by Falcom, because the original versions of Ys 4 weren't actually developed by Falcom. They were farmed out to Tonkin House and Hudson Soft. So until 2012, Falcom had this was the only Ys game that, at least the only mainline Ys game that Falcom did not initially develop themselves. All right. So, other than the fact Untoyed, let's say we get started on this. All right. So, 55 minutes, pretty fast. We're gonna go zoomy zoom. All right, Schultz. Here's your countdown for you. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we begin our adventure in the little town of Kaznan. As you can see, Adol's adventured way too hard.
No way.
And here we go through Tutorial Town. So, despite Adol having adventured too hard, there is trouble at Mill, and we need to go investigate. Seems like some miners are in trouble. And here we're learning about Adol's unique field action.
The skill and courage you have displayed by crossing the territory of the beasts.
Adol's lost his memories, and we need to get them back. But before we do that, let's equip some swords here. This is Durin. He's going to be our friend. And we're going to be using him because he's kind of quick.
Leave it to me.
So, what is menuing, right?
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Nah, just leave it to me, guys. So we're sitting here rolling around because done some work, and apparently rolling around at the speed of sound is our fastest method right now. And Durin is our fastest roller. Now normally, kind of need a key to get through that gate, but using the cutscene viewer, we can perform a neat little trick, because apparently when you use the cutscene viewer, it moves you a bit. Don't know why, but we will be abusing it. So, tutorial boss, nothing too hard. You see me catch these flash guards because they are important. Because whenever you get a flash guard, it's pretty much a perfect guard, but it also gives you guaranteed crits for a few seconds. Yeah, this is the PC version. Oh, and real quick, guys, forgive me if I don't pay attention to the chat too much. I am working off a single screen here, so right now chat is partially obscured, so if I accidentally missed any questions, I apologize. because I try to keep my focus between two different things at once. Alright, so that was Governor General Griselda, who has asked us to map the unmappable forest of Celceta. And here we're just going through some more tutorial stuff. Stuff that we'll never use because, well, we're doing this a bit expediently. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, got to follow that rainbow. And that dashing man there was General Leo and his subordinates, Pancho and Saza. I probably just butchered their names, but it's been so long since I've actually really seen them, I kind of forget. Alright, so brief mandatory cutscene. Set up a tent. We'll be doing about one or two more of those. Right now, I'm mostly trying to avoid water because water's slow and we need to go fast. Alright, and then we're just going to make our way past these discount Donkey Kongs here. Pay them no mind. Adult, please. Alright. Stopping for a second because I am intentionally taking some damage. Because I am getting prepared to do a trick here. Oh, come on.
Leave it to me.
Okay. Alright, we're going to do this the old-fashioned way.
Beat this thing.
Guys, over here. Gentlemen, please. There we go. Alright. Gonna do a quick safety save here because this trick can be a little finicky.
My turn.
Alright. Oh. Marathon luck, am I right?
Leave it to me.
Alright, so what I'm trying to do there is I'm abusing the memory glitch again. There we go. Because normally, yeah, kind of like what Ghost is saying there. Normally, you're not supposed to be able to go underwater like that. You just float. But when you death abuse, we're able to clip. And using that, we can get to the other side of the river here to get to Komodo way earlier than we're supposed to be. Alright, and unfortunately, this is the last memory we're going to be picking up for Adel, so I guess he's going to be spending the rest of the series as an amnesiac. Sorry, Adel. Alright, so right now we're in the middle of a flashback. I know it doesn't look like a flashback because it's not black and white, but I promise you it is one. And we're just going to go around, talk to a few people.
No way. My turn.
Alright, so Komodo's being attacked, and now it isn't. So now we're going to get some information on where the attackers ran off to, and apparently it was the Big Bee Cave.
Leave it to me.
So now we got Karna, our third party member. So now we're full up on party members. Those guys like to be jerks, but we need to pick up that chest because need that rotor droplet for another death abuse a bit later. Now remember everybody, wasps are jerks. Especially when they're gigantic like this. And unfortunately, raid has not been invented yet, so alright, see if I can get past this. Big Dog's still a jerk as usual. Alright, we're going to switch out the Karna here because we want to use her X skill here. Archer, please. Guys.
I'm just getting warmed up. Leave it to me.
So, yeah, one of the few battles we're actually going to do. And now we're going to use Karna's field skill, which is she can toss her blades and cut down these things.
Leave it to me.
We're pretty much going to be using everybody's field skill, except for Duran's. It's actually been so long since I've used Duran's field skill, I can't even remember what it is. I thought about that earlier, and it was like, wait a minute, what does Duran even do for a field skill? Alright, so, I'm going to be passing through lots of bugs, creepy crawlies. Got a bunch of bees, but swag. Yes, he picks lock chests. Like I said, he used to, like long time ago. Well, we don't get Ozma at all, so that.
My turn.
Yeah, spoiler alert. We're not getting Ozma. Delphi, if you're out there, I'm sorry, but Ozma is still dead. Oof, that was close. Didn't quite get the sag, but
My turn.
okay. That is exactly why I saved. Alright, so remember when I said we were going to do some memory abuses? Yeah, let's do some memory abuse.
Leave it to me.
So, this was originally a Vita game. So, well, no, that doesn't matter. Yeah, basically, in order to trigger that boss, there's just a very thin barrier there. And like I said, when you do a cutscene view, it kind of moves you a little bit. So, by abusing that, we can actually just quietly move past the boss trigger. So, yeah, if you don't like bees, guess what? This can be a bee-free run. And pretty much all we need here is that dwarf bracelet. So, I mean, there's a lot more we could do here, but I don't want to, and we've got time to, you know, we've got a run to do, so let's not. Gotta get your rotten leaves. And guess what? We're going to do it again. Because since we technically haven't finished the bee cave, there is a trigger here that's going to prevent us from getting into Misty Peak. But guess what? We can memory past that too. I think I'm good, but one more for... Yep. Alright, so welcome to Misty Peak. This is pretty much similar to Lost Woods in Zelda, and that you've got to take a certain path to get through, otherwise you're getting lost. And fortunately, it's a pretty easy path. We just got to go down. And here's another Guardian sapling. And the game wants us to set up a tent, but yeah, I don't feel like setting up a tent, so memory time. And we're past. And we skip past that for a very important reason. I'll let you all know here in just a minute. Well, less than a minute. Normally when we walk in here, there would be a cutscene that would force us into the village there. But because we didn't set up a tent, we can just skip that. And Ozma now. Come on, Mr. Dragon. Okay. All right. So,
Let's go.
Leave it to me.
okay.
My turn.
There we go. So, at this point, we have skipped an entire dungeon. So right now we're kind of missing a crucial ability because we can't get underwater. Or can we? So yeah, using a few tricks, we can get into this underground dungeon that we're not normally supposed to be able to.
Let's go.
Normally, what we used to do a long time ago is we actually had to clip outside the borders, but
Leave it to me.
yeah, we found ways around that. Alright, so now we're just going to pass through the Cthulhu zone here. Because for some reason this place is just filled with all sorts of elder chores. And robo-centaurs, but you know what? We're not going to worry about the robo-centaurs. Alright. Everyone say hello to Robo Centaur. Because this is the only time you're really going to see him. And that was the Robo Centaur, everybody. Robo Centaur, thank you for your assistance in this run. Alright, so something I think I've failed to mention so far is that for the most part, Celceta is a game that pretty much likes having all its story triggers done in order. So, as I mentioned earlier, we have done a few things. We've skipped a few things. So, in some ways, that's good and that's bad. Right now, we're still in the good portion because we're coming up to Highland. And normally, that would be about 30 minutes worth of events that we'd have to go through before we could progress. But because we haven't hit proper story triggers, we can just roll right through here and move on. Hi, doggy. Bye, doggy.
Okay, this one seems way too tough.
Tough it out, Karna. So, we're just going to roll our way on up to Providence Tower here. Alright, this is Sanctuary of Storms, and that was a bunch of lightning. But fortunately, we now have our partner to get us through. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can pull this. I cannot. Okay. Try to pull off swag move there, but doesn't like me. Oof. Alright, let's try this one more time. Wow. Okay, let's just do the safe. I'm sorry, everyone. Basically, there's I don't want to really call it a trick, but the lightning here is on a global timer. And that timer persists even if you're in the pause screen. So it is entirely possible to roll a little bit, pause, and pause through when the lightning would strike. Unfortunately, I'm slower than molasses, so sometimes I can get it, sometimes I don't. Alright, and we're past most of it. Alright, let's see if we can go for top 10 anime redemption arc. Alright. So, normally we're supposed to go into Providence Tower there, and it's a shame we don't because it has one of the best tracks in the game, but unfortunately, we don't need Providence Tower anymore, so, yeah. Yeah, it is pretty reminiscent of Final Fantasy X. I think Ghost has a split labeled as Final Fantasy X. I'm slightly not more clever, and I have it as Lightning Returns. Alright, so another Guardian Sapling. This one we do need to stop and get.
Leave it to me.
Alright, so let's head underground because we've already got enough vitamin D for the run. make a quick detour because we're going to come back here in just a few minutes. Need that warp point. Alright, everyone say hello to Frida. This is the true best girl of the game.
At all.
And we could do stuff around here, but let's go see the Elder, because we need to progress things. And have trouble caused here, because someone can be easily manipulated. Okay.
All right, try this. I'll send you to us. Smash to pieces. Please stay out of my way. Please stay out of my way. Now, please stay out of my way. Please stay out of my way.
So Galba.
Leave it to me.
2 HP left. Come on, guys. And this is Sean Chiplock. I mean, Gruda. Sean Chiplock voiced by... Or is it Gruda voiced by Sean Chiplock? Well, in any case, it doesn't matter, because now we have Frida as a permanent party member. And with that, we have our final character, and now this party is actually complete.
All right.
Alright, so here we're going to use Frida's field skill about
Now,
all of 2 times. Frida's great, but unfortunately she does not get much use of her field skill.
My turn. Tough one.
into me.
Nope.
Now,
And that's it for Frida's field skill. But don't worry, Frida, you can still hang out with me. And now we're just gonna bounce off the swamp water here. Don't ask me how you bounce off swamp water. I'm just rolling with it. Alright.
All right. Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Alright, now the warp point set up. But we got other places to be. Now, I know you all might be dubious on this, but I swear to you that these enemies we're seeing here, these are totally frogs. We're in froggy territory now. Alright, now we got a quick little puzzle to do real quick. Gotta weigh this down with these stones. Normally, you can kind of do this with a mouse if you want, but the mouse has never liked me. So... So, unfortunately, I don't feel like messing with these frogs, so I'm going to kind of take the pacifist route here. I can't hurt them. They're just too adorable. So, yeah, we're back here. Because we never actually finished it, the game expects us to still die there.
Let's get them.
Come on. Gentlemen. So, quick little cutscene here. Because we need to reestablish a few triggers. And we need to get a very important item out of here. So we just picked up the Golden Wing, which pretty much, I haven't mentioned this, but normally warp points, you can only warp between pillar colors. With the Golden Wing, we can pretty much warp anywhere. Alright, so let's come back here for a little revenge. Now, if he likes me, Ruby Roy can actually stay down because, as you can see, when I use that hurricane spin, it just keeps knocking him down. Unfortunately, frogs can be, like, really rude. But he's actually cooperating right now, so... which is pretty cool. Alright, so we didn't actually kill him. And because we didn't kill him, he's going to give us the Beast King's Claws, which is a important progression item. And it's also useful because we're no longer going to whirl. We're now going to do the Wario. Shoulder tackle. Wah! So, I hope you're alright with this for the rest of the game. Alright, say hello to Mustro. Second form? Oh, come on, I didn't sign up for no second form. You know what? I'm done. I'm done here. Done with you. Okay, so forgive me if I become part of Movermouth here because I got explaining to do. So, yeah, that was an intentional setup. Normally, you can't jump in this game, but it was found that certain enemies have certain moves that will launch you, and if you are able to quickly chain flash guards, they can actually lift you, and we can actually get over the barrier that is in boss rooms to get out. And I am doing that for a reason I'll get into here in a moment. Oh, okay. That was me. Nope.
Stay alert.
Mr. Gabalan, please.
Stay alert.
Kindly laser me, please.
Guys know when to withdraw.
Strong. Stay alert.
Guys know when
Find an
to
opening.
withdraw.
I apologize, folks. Usually I don't have this kind of luck, but there we go. Anyways, welcome to Colonial Labs. We are now in the second to last dungeon of the game. And as that may imply, we have skipped quite a bit of content. And that is unfortunate in this case because at the end of this dungeon is a story required boss. So normally it'd be a problem because boss would not normally appear. However, thanks to escaping Mustrum, the game now expects us to still be in some sort of fight. So the next time we enter a room that has a event required fight, the game's going to load that fight. So we're going to be able to do the boss here at the end with no problem. Alright, making a slight detour here. Because we're going to pick up Adol a brand new sword because we haven't really got him any equipment since the beginning of the game. So, probably should kind of deck him out. Alright, so this is going to be our last use of the dwarf bracelet and the last time for Frida in the lead. Frida, thank you for your service. And thank you, dwarf bracelet. You're kind of okay.
Leave it to me.
Alright. Nope. Alright, let's try. Okay.
Leave everything to me.
Gentlemen, please.
No such luck. That all you got?
There we go. The force is not with me today. Alright. Alright. Quick safety save. Because Soul Galba likes to be a pain in the rear sometimes.
Wait to try this out.
Alright. Doing pretty good. Yeah, you can usually pick up skills pretty fast in these kind of fights. And that's it for Soul Galba. Thank you for cooperating. Thank you for your cooperation.
Honestly.
Alright. So, we never really killed Mustrum, and we're really not going to. Because we're going to need his services again. Oh dear. Okay. Got scared there for a second. Alright, so time to head for the end game. One last dungeon to do. Yeah, I skipped the B. B is too RNG for me.
Try this out.
And that was the last dungeon. So now let's head to the actual end game. Because remember how I said any forced encounter? Yeah, there's a forced encounter there after you complete the last dungeon, so forces that encounter, makes us think we've done the final dungeon. Alright, so last boss. You may notice that I have a friend with me. That's because she is supposed to be part of an escort quest. And we didn't do that, but yeah, we're doing that now. And you're down, Gruda. Alright, get it ready on time. And that's it. That is E's Memories of Celceta. We ended it by throwing the Mask of the Sun into a volcano. Or was that the One Ring? I can't remember these things you throw into volcanoes anymore. There's so many of them. Alright. So, unfortunately don't have credit sequence, just back to the title. Let's see here. 5306, not my worst time, but not my best either. But marathon luck. Alright. So, don't really have much to say here. I want to say thank you, Schulterheim, for putting on the marathon. Thank you to RPG Limit Break for hosting us. Thank you to the Falcom and Ease Discords in general. I can't think of anything else. Stay tuned because next we have Rhythm Song coming up with Dragon Slayer, Legend of Heroes. Voice acting percent. Trust me, you want to watch that. It is absolutely legendary. I think you'll all have a great time. Thank you for watching. I hope you all had fun. I had a good time. And hopefully meet again somewhere in the future. All right, everyone, have a good one wherever you are. I'm out.